Expecting a lot more in this one.
Now into the box, Bo Bichette, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First pitch of the AB now. Underway in the second of 4 here this weekend as the game's first pitch is taken for ball 1. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They've been playing some pretty good baseball of late as they've won 6 of their last 8 games.
Hey, Matty V, talking about a team that's on a roll right now, Dero. How about this? Through the first 4 games of this homestand, perfect 4-0. They've got their sights set, Dero, on some bigger and better things.
And you know what, Dan, and the fans feel it. You can tell there's an electric atmosphere brewing in this stadium right now, and hopefully it continues.
And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Very mild temperatures as we begin tonight. 58 degrees here at first pitch. The 1-2. Misses for the second ball. Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
The payoff pitch one more time. Pops this one up. Merrifield shading to his right. 1 down. Now a moment as we take a look at the Jays starting 9 for this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, you know, Matt, they need to get better production for their number 3 hitter. It's been a topic of conversation around this club about how bad he's been struggling. Nobody seems to have the answer, but the answers are only going to come from him, and I think his confidence is pretty zapped right now. He just has to get out there, square up a couple of balls, and maybe that confidence will come back.
Santiago Espinal comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Can't sit back long enough, and the count evens up at 1-1. Fastball close, but he didn't get it. 2-1. Strike 2 as that's taken on the outside part of the plate.
What a well-executed fastball right there. Down and away. If you're going to do any damage with that pitch, you have to think up the middle the other way, and you have to be diving and leaning out over that thing.
Got him to go down swinging there. Santiago Espinal is the second out of the opening frame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens.
Well, the play's been made, and with it comes the end of the inning. Nothing doing here in the opening half inning. And now the Royals get their first shot in a scoreless ball game. Ross Stripling gets the starting assignment in this one for the Jays. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, every team needs a pitcher like this one here. His numbers aren't going to blow you away. Career ERA just under 4. But one thing he does, he takes the ball every 5 days, throws strikes, and gives his team a chance to win every single time he goes out there. He'll be fun to watch in this one here today.
Now at the plate is Bo Jackson. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. The pitch. Guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10.
Yeah, guys, dropping yesterday was a heartbreaker without question. But you know what? You find a way. You show up to the yard today, you get out of the cab, and you watch countless hours of video, and you try and formulate a game plan to get this back to 500. 1-1 to start the road trip, and you're moving in the right direction.
And that fastball's too much for him there. 1-2.
I can't imagine he was sitting on fastball at his neck right there. He is going to have to lower his sights if he's going to have any chance.
Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now.
I know he missed with a fastball right there, but this guy's arsenal, You can't figure out what he's trying to do. He's got a lot of different directions he could go in right here.
Guriel has him played perfectly as he puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second.
And with that, here's a look at the hometown Royals starting lineup card. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Matty, this lineup is built on one thing. Their best tool is the fact that they have amazing speed up and down the lineup. I don't even think the third base coach gives a steal sign. I think a lot of these guys have the green light. So be on the lookout for that today.
Whit Merrifield next to bat. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. The 1-0. One out, nobody on. And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. Liner towards second. And he'll whip this one over to first, and he gets his man for the second out.
Oh, man, you can't hit a ball any harder than that. I mean, this ball gets on him in a heartbeat. Nice job to stay with it, though, and then make the out at first.
Here's Carlos Santana now. His previous history with Ross Stripling. He's a .333 hitter. As he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1.
Hey, they say solos won't kill us, but I got to believe this guy's looking to do exactly that.
Now the 1-0. Popped him up. Biggio over to his right. And he makes the catch to retire the side. KC down in order. And this is still a 0-0 ball game. All set for the start of the inning. And that'll bring up the outfielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
The right fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
First pitch on the way. And he takes ball 1.
Count 1-0.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
And if you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
George Springer the next to hit, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. The 0-1 delivery. 1-1.
Pretty good pitch right there. Fastball in off the plate. One of the things you want to do as a pitcher, try to stand those hitters up.
Hernandez aboard here at first with nobody out. He's running. Line toward right center. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning.
Boy, is that a thing of beauty right there. Hit and run to perfection, D-Row. Runners at first and third.
Yeah, it's exactly what you're trying to do. You don't see it in today's game too much. There's a lot of moving parts, a lot of walks, homers, and strikeouts. But right there, manager sets it in motion, and the hitter just executes to perfection.
Into the box now, Lourdes Guriel. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Runners at the corners here, nobody out. A ball and a strike.
Hey guys, that fastball just registered 97 miles an hour. On a night like tonight where it's super cold out, If you don't get the head to that baseball right there and you get jammed, it's almost like getting stung by a pack of wasps.
Now a curveball knocked down at home plate. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Swings through it for strike number 2.
You could tell by the hitter's balance after that swing that he's seeing the ball really good. His timing is right there, and I expect him to catch something clean.
And he struck him out. Next to hit, Reece Mcguire. He's got hits in each of the last 5 ball games. First delivery to him. Ready with the 1-0. There's a fastball on the inner third taken for a strike.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count. He's got to really think.
Meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. And not in time as the run scores. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away.
Randall.
Boy, that has to feel good as a hitter, D-Roy. Get that base hit to give your team the lead. You have to feel good when you get down to first base.
Yeah, it's just a nice approach. You see him turn to his boys right there and get fired up with the dugout. 100%, not trying to do too much, able to quiet the moment down, center himself, and come through in a big spot.
Mondeci brings it in, and that'll score the run from third as they go up 2-0 now.
Batting none.
And now time will be called here as you see the pitching coach making his way out to the mound to pay a quick visit. Kevin Biggio stepping up now as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. And he's looking to get it going, off to a bit of a slow start this year. One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Has to be a challenge pitch coming up here. He probably doesn't want to flirt with loading the bases.
First and second now, 1 man out. A bullet to first base. Throw to the bag, and the runner's back in time.
The batter, number 11, shortstop, Bo Bichette.
Next to stand in is Bo Bichette. 2's all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course here in inning number 2. Here's the first pitch as he takes a fastball off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Two men are on with 2 men out. Fielded cleanly, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits. No errors and a couple of men left on. We'll go to the bottom half of inning number 2. It's the Blue Jays 2 and the Royals nothing. The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night.
Hey, Matty, they need to get some offense going in this one. Getting a run back in this inning, give them a little bit of confidence that they can keep up in this game.
First offering on its way.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0. Finds the zone, strike 1. 1-1. Is looked at for ball number 2. This is pulled into right. Hernandez is there to put it away for out number 1.
Batting fifth.
All right, guys, time for a look at how the Toronto Blue Jays set up on defense today. And guys, one thing I want you to focus on today when you look at this team on the defensive side of the ball, they're in the top 5 in fielding percentage. They go about their business a certain way. They make all the routine plays, mix in a few flashy ones, and day after day, they give their pitchers the best chance to be successful.
Salvador Perez is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0, and he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
And there's the first strike, 2-1. Into the corner and slicing foul. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And again, he's unable to keep it fair, but he's putting together quite a battle at the plate. The 2-2 one more time.
We got 3-2.
These are the kind of ABs, regardless of the outcome, you go back to the dugout as the offensive player, and your teammates are loving on you for making that pitcher work and battling it out.
Now he turns and smokes this one into deep center field. Springer is back, and he'll get there to make the play for out number 2.
Batting sixth, the first baseman, Yogi.
Set to get his evening at the plate started. Yogi Yamashita trying to get it going at the plate. It's been tough sledding for him so far this year. Now the pitch.
Ball 1.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And now a pitch on the way. Grounded up the first baseline, but this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. Swung on, and he went fishing in the dirt. The throw to first is in time, and the inning is over. Clearly enjoying their time here at the ballpark, as are we. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Striding in is Santiago Espinal. He'll step in to lead it off in the top of the third.
Santiago Espinal.
First pitch on its way.
1-0. Outside, that's the ball.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first himself for the out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. So one away in the Toronto third. And Vladimir Guerrero Jr. settles in at the plate. And now the first pitch. Swung on and missed. It's 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. A 2-1 count to the Blue Jays first baseman. One out, nobody on. Boy, he just threw that fastball by him.
What I love right there is just the freedom in that hack. He ain't trying to do anything but hit the baseball as far as he can.
Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
And he got him.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Teoscar Hernandez digging in now. He swings and sends it in the air to right center field. And Benintendi's got it to end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order, but they hold a 2-0 lead. And stepping in, Jonathan Daza, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1.
The offense better get it going right here, because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
Count is 1-2 now. Pitch on the way. Fouled off. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now. 3-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Espinal onto the grass, and the Royals are in the hit column.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately. There's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel, he still manages another base hit.
Yeah, don't overthink it. When you're flowing like he is right now, he's hot as a pistol. Everything's falling.
To the plate now, Alberto Mondeci, batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. The 0-1.
Good speed at first and good speed with a guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. Two balls and a strike. Here it comes. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. Daza gets his lead at first, nobody out. Shot down the line. It's a fair ball. Daza rounds the corner and is headed home. Is in time, and he's cut down at the plate as they team up to gun him down.
Man, for me, this is one of the most beautiful plays in the game. Love to see an aggressive base runner try and make it from first to home. Better yet, love a well-executed relay with long throws, guys understanding where to be in position to make impact plays throughout the course of the game.
Stepping in now, Nicky Lopez, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball one. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Up top, it's 2-0.
It's a lot easier to hit when you're putting yourself in good hitters counts. This guy's done a great job not swinging at pitchers' pitches. And when he's getting the ball in the zone, he's getting the barrel to it. He's been hot lately.
There's a changeup taken, but it finds the zone on the inside.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Swing and a liner. And that's in there. Base hit. Long throw to third. Throw won't get him. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation. Got on base right there. Now first and third, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
So now to the plate, Bo Jackson. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. To second for 1.
The batter, number 50, second baseman,
With Merrifield next to hit. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. From the stretch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
2 out with the man at first. And he takes a cold strike up and out over the plate. 0-2.
2 takes, and now he's down 0-2. I'm not sure, but he may have been taking to give the guy at first a chance to run.
He's going.
And there he goes towards second. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and the inning continues. Jackson blows through the stop sign, headed for home. And he will be tagged out at the plate. So it remains a 1-run deficit here as the side is retired.
leading off the
Here's George Springer.
The center fielder, George.
He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. He collected a base hit his first time up. And that's inside off the plate with the fastball. It's 1-1.
Hey, even though this guy's a righty hitter, he's going to get pounded with that two-seamer. He needs to make sure he catches this thing out front if he sees that pitch again.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Swing and a blooper down the right field line. Benintendi coming up. He can't get there as it falls in.
Well, that's what's so disappointing as a pitcher, D-Row. You make a really good pitch, and yet this guy's so big and so strong, he's able to muscle it into right field for a base hit.
Yeah, you hand your batting gloves to the first base coach right there, and you thank your lucky stars. That's a nice AB.
At the plate now, Lourdes Guriel, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. '50th pitch of the game on its way. Hit in the air down the right field line. Giving chase is Benintendi. He can't get to it. This one's down. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting, number 7.
Into the box, Reece Mcguire. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Now the 1-0. Line to the right side. But this lands foul down there to make it 1-1. From the stretch. Now both runners on the move. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. He's set. Here's the 2-2. That's popped up. Daza trying to get there, and this is going to wind up a foul ball.
You know, taking you inside the mind of a batter right here, you can't get in auto swing mode. You still have to control the strike zone.
Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2.
I don't think he can afford another base runner here, so whatever pitch he feels best about, whichever one he feels most comfortable with, that's the one I expect him to turn to.
Here's the 3-2. And I don't think that's what he wanted to do, as the bases are loaded now with still nobody out.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Ready now is Rendell Grichuk, looking to follow up the RBI single from his first at-bat. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
Pitcher on the mound has to find a way to minimize damage right here. Gotta believe he's willing to trade 2 outs for a run.
Springer at third. Guriel over at second. Mcguire on at first with nobody out. And that misses 1-1. From the belt, the pitch. Now a curveball misses inside.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Three balls and a strike. Flirting with a little danger here.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts. You can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1. And he fouls this one off. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors in the game for Toronto. On the ground is short. This could be 2. There's Merrifield on to first, and it's a double play, although the run does come into score from third.
Now batting.
A bases loaded. Last thing you want to do is ground into a double play, and that's just what he does. 1 run scores, but you don't get an RBI in that spot. That's a rally killer.
Into the box now, Kevin Biggio. As the first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Below the zone, a swing and a miss.
Even though it's early on in this one, anytime you get runners in scoring position, you'd like to knock them in.
And he lays off for a ball. 2-1.
Good time to be a 9-hole hitter right now. More than likely going to get a good pitch to hit. The top of the order is looming on deck. Good spot to be a good hitter right now.
The 2-1 home. Into center field. Line drive base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead.
Outside of taking a ball in the seats, Dan, these were my favorite knocks to get. 2 outs, man on third, and you're able to upset that entire team, including that pitcher, with a late 2-out ribby knock.
And so frustrating from a pitcher standpoint, D-Roy. You're in trouble. You're 1 pitch away from getting out of some trouble. Make 1 bad pitch, a base hit. The inning continues, and another run batted in.
No balls and 1 strike. Ready with the 0-1. Here's a fastball that crowds him a bit, and it's 1-1. A runner on first with 2 away. Count moves to a ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2. To short. Merrifield's right there to take the routine throw and retire the side. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. It's the bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring in the veteran catcher, Carlos Santana.
The catcher, Carlos Santana.
Outfield shaded toward right center. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up. Fouled away.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and it's just about every at-bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
A ball and 2 strikes to the Royals catcher. The 1-2. Swing and a liner toward the gap in left center. Oh, and this deflects right off him.
No mistake what he was sitting on. Fastball, middle of the plate, kept his hands back, stayed through the baseball, and delivers a hard hit line drive.
Benintendi.
And that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi. This is in the air out to straightaway center. Therefore, it is Springer, and he's got it for the first out.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Salvador Perez.
So a runner at first with one out now. And up next, the former World Series hero, Salvador Perez. From the belt, the pitch. Line drive, base hit into the left center field gap. This will kick up against the wall now. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
This guy just feasts on mistakes up in the zone, and that's exactly what he gets right here. A belt-high pitch, he drives it to the alley. Great chance now with two runners in scoring position.
To the plate now, Yogi Yamashita, and he puts it on the ground to second, and that's through into right field for a base hit. And the runner from third scores as they try and work their way back into this one. It's now a 4-2 game.
Number 3.
Well, that's a tough one right there if you're a pitcher, Dero. You think you make a decent pitch, ball hit to the hole right through there. You're hoping it can get knocked down. Instead, base hit, run batted in.
Yeah, and as the batter right there, you're taking off your batting gloves, giving dabs to the first base coach. Glad that found the hole right there. Ribeye steak, chalk one up.
Swing and a liner. Base hit, and that'll get a run in.
Obvious pitch recognition right there. 0-0 changeups usually get guys out in front. He was able to stay back, recognize it, and drive it for a base hit.
Standing in now, Alberto Mondeci, as the first pitch to him is taken low and away for ball one.
It's not easy to continue pounding the strike zone when you've given up 3 consecutive hits, but he has to trust that getting the ball down in the zone will get him an out.
And that one yanked just foul. Yamashita on second. Daza is over at first with one away. Changed up on him and dropped it in for a called strike.
I know he's been struggling early, but that pitch right there, well executed changeup. If he can mix that in, maybe he hangs around for a little while longer.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
Always tough for one of these base umpires to make a call on a guy's check swing. It's not a great angle, and everything happens so quickly, so they really have to be paying attention out there. Looking at the replay, I think he got it right, so that's a tip of the cap for the Blue.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes.
1-0.
Ball and a strike.
Ball, 1 strike.
1-2 the count of the Royals shortstop. 3 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Royals. This is pulled into right. That's in there. Base hit. And they'll put the brakes on that runner at third, and that means the bases are loaded now with 2 away.
Number 16. Bo Jackson.
In now, Bo Jackson. He's able to take the ball the other way here. High and deep to right center. But that'll be off the wall in right center. Now it's cut off. A throw to the plate, and he is in there.
Hey, talking about having a quality game, D-Roll, with that base hit right there, that go-ahead RBI, that's his fourth run batted into the game.
I'm going to tell you what he's thinking right now, Dan. Bullpen, don't blow this for me because I'm getting my name in the paper and I'm getting interviewed big time after this one.
At the plate now, Whit Merrifield, as he'll take a look at ball one. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fly ball out toward left center field. Guriel is there, and he puts it away to stop the bleeding. So a very good outburst here as 5 runs come across and allow them to take the lead. We played 4 full. The Royals are on top 6-4. Digging in will be Santiago Espinal. 0 for 2 on his line thus far. Now time is called here as we'll get a trip to the mound. Sir Anthony Dominguez is into the ball game now as he'll make his 5th appearance of the season here.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
Now here it comes. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. Dominguez is known in part as a reliever with a clutch factor, perhaps. An escape artist is another way to put it. Regardless, he seems to be at his best when pressed up into difficult situations, which is kind of what you want out of a bullpen arm.
No doubt about it, Matty V. And I call a guy like this troubleshooters. Guys that you can bring into a game with runners in scoring position. They don't panic. They keep the game at a slow pace. And more importantly, they make good pitches to good hitters to get out of tough situations.
This is foul right side. Ready with another 0-2. Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. Now a swing, and he pops him up. This is right out in front of the mound. And there's out number 1. So his day is fully over now as you get a look at the pitching line for the Kansas City starter. And clearly he was off his game this evening.
Yeah, he was really frustrated and out of rhythm in this one. Unfortunately, I'm sure he's frustrated right now, and he will be for a while. But the good news is that the guys are still in the game. The offense is picking him up.
Now here's the first offering. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
Big sweeping breaking ball right there. Good pitch, but if he wants to get him to swing at it, he'll have to bring it in a little bit closer to the strike zone.
Now the 2-0. On the ground to third. Throw in time at first for out number 2.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
So that'll bring in Teoscar Hernandez. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. The 1-0. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Center fielder on the run. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. They trail it here 6-4. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, Royals manager Mike Matheny talked with me in between innings about his lineup's offensive production, and overall, he's really happy with the at-bats they're putting together. He said he's been really impressed with how they've hit in at-bats when they fall behind in the count. 5 of their hits have come from those at-bats, and although they don't want to get behind in the count as often, it's a great sign that they're not defeated when they do.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. So now Carlos Santana, 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game.
Santana.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time.
Lots of hits given up, but so far no walks. At least he's making them work to get on base. Problem is, they haven't had to work too hard.
Now the 1-1 pitch is laid off for ball 2. Ball 3.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
Here's the 3-1. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The right fielder, number 18, Andrew Benintendi.
Next up is Andrew Benintendi. He flew out in his last AB. Here's the first pitch to him. Ball 1. On its way is pitch number 75. Well located changeup on that one as it catches the black for a called strike. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
We're starting to see a lot more balls from him now, and that's a direct result of him getting hit around pretty good. He's trying to do something different, and it's resulting in him not tacking the strike zone anymore.
Due up next is Salvador Perez. 1 out, nobody on. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full. 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. Thankfully, he's able to recover, and he gets the second out at first.
Now back, the designated hitter, Salvador.
And up steps Salvador Perez. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat.
Yeah, he jumped all over that first pitch last time up. Interested to see if he has the same approach this AB.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Bounce towards the second baseman. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error as this side is retired. Royals go down 1-2-3. They still lead it 6-4. At the plate now is George Springer. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. Here's the first pitch. Chopped out to short. He's got it. Throw to first gets him, so the leadoff man's retired here to begin the 6th.
Up next for the Blue Jays, the left fielder, Lourdes Guriel.
One out now in the Toronto 6th inning. And that brings up the exciting Lourdes Guriel Jr. First pitch on its way. And here's a fastball called for strike one.
He'll take that first pitch strike all day long. If they're going to take 0-0, he's going to pound that zone and get ahead. Much more susceptible down 0-1 than 1-0.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And a good eye there as the Jays left fielder's able to move the count in his favor at 2-1 now. Into the windup and the pitch. 2-2.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. Ton of rotation on that ball. You could almost see the red dot from up here. Nasty depth.
And this is swung out and missed, so it's 2 up, 2 down to start the 6th inning.
The batter.
Next to hit is Reece Mcguire. It was a walk in his last trip. Chad Wallach is into the ballgame here as he takes over behind the plate.
For the Royals. Now catching, number 17, Chad Wallach.
Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Hey, a 2-out walk right here would be the tying run to the plate. Even though it's early on, you got a guy on deck that has a lot of pop.
2 out, nobody on. Number 28 gets the call from the bullpen to pitch in relief. The 1-0 home. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. In there, and it's even now, 2-2.
Well, that's just a nice executed pitch right there. To have the confidence to go in, pound it inside. If he's got that, this team's in trouble.
Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full, 3-2.
And you know what? Give this guy some credit up there because this had the look of being a very quick inning. He's been able to stretch this at bat out a little bit, and that's something that shouldn't go unnoticed.
And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. 2-out success means Randall Grichuk will bat this inning.
Now batting.
Dan, he took that right back at his face right there. Exactly what you're trying to do. Middle cut, though. Are you a little concerned?
Yeah, that's a case of a ball being right down the middle. As a pitcher, you want to work the corners and stay out of that middle part of the zone, and he paid for it right there with a solid base hit.
Randall Grichuk is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Tying run at the plate, the 0-1.
Well, you can see he's coming right at this guy, just pounding the ball in the strike zone. He certainly has the advantage now. This guy hasn't even swung the bat yet.
Here's the 0-2. Mcguire leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. And a slider called strike 3 as he couldn't pull the trigger, and the side is retired. Blue Jays held in check. Score remains steady at 6-4. Julian Merriweather is into the ball.